And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Biz Talks. My name is Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with Zija International, and it's my privilege to be the host for tonight's broadcast. What we're going to be doing this evening is we're going to be sharing a little bit of information about our company, Zija International, a little bit about our corporate leadership, our products, the timing. But in particular tonight, I'm really excited because I'm going to have a special guest joining me. Reid Nelson, for those of you that aren't familiar with Reid, he and his wife Yvonne have built, if you will, a legacy, a dynasty in network marketing. They're veterans of the MLM industry, multiple decades, incredibly successful. These are the real deal, these folks. I mean, there's many people out there that talk the talk, they made the big money, what have you. These folks have been there, done that, and they're the ones that paid for all the t-shirts, right? So I'm very excited to have Reid here in particular because he's going to be sharing from his perspective, 40 plus years in the industry, what he sees happening with our company over the next, say, 3 to 5 years. But first, let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you who've joined us, in particular, those of you that were invited as a guest tonight. Perhaps a friend or a family member, maybe a coworker has been sharing with you about our company, our product. Maybe you've been one of our Zija customers, you've been using the products, you've had great results on our products like so many people have. Maybe you're looking for a way to create a little bit of time freedom, a little bit of financial leverage. In some cases, maybe you're looking for a way to create a walk-away income, a full-time income. And for some people, you might be looking for a way to create a true lifestyle, to develop that level of financial prosperity that allows you to be in control of your life as opposed to the paycheck and the employer and so on being in control of your life. So if you're looking at this as a potential sideline business or a home-based business that you can start part-time, work into a full-time perspective or full-time business, if you will, I'll share with you the things that I looked for when I was first introduced to this company. Now, I came to Zija International. I'd already retired. Many years ago, I was a cross-country truck driver, desperately looking for a way to provide the financial resources that I needed for my son, a special needs child, and to have the time freedom to be with him as he was growing up. And this profession of network marketing, working from home, marketing, great products, helping people develop themselves and their financial situations. To me, this was a perfect fit. It was exactly, in my mind, the most ethical way to create income was helping others with their health and their wealth. And I was very fortunate that I took the skill sets that I had as a truck driver, which may seem kind of funny. The skill sets of a truck driver allowed me to make a living income. But the characteristics of success, willingness to work, willingness to learn, to be coachable, to follow a system, burning desire to succeed, to stay with it for the long term, those skill sets allowed me to retire in this profession in 10 years. By the time I hit my mid-40s, I'd already done the things that other people dream about, got it over and done with. And when I was introduced to Zija, I looked at three things. I looked first and foremost at the corporate leadership, who was running the company. Secondly, I looked at the products because that's a critical ingredient. You need to have quality products that people will genuinely want to use. And then timing. Timing was the third ingredient. When I was presented with Zija International, I heard the name of the owner, Ken Brailsford. And honestly, that was all I needed to know to want to learn more about this company. The owner of Zija International, if you don't recognize his name, you already know who he is. Ken Brailsford has been known as the father of encapsulation. He's one of the first people that took medicinal herbs, put them into the little gel caps that we all are familiar with today, to make it easier for the average person to consume the benefits of medicinal herbs. Ken launched his first company in the early 70s. Today, it's been in business over 40 years. You might recognize the name, Nature's Sunshine. They've done billions of dollars in cumulative sales over 40 plus years. Ken went into the 80s and founded a second company Reid International, many of you will recognize that company. It continues today under the name of Unicity. Over 30 years in business, again, billions of dollars of cumulative sales. Nobody's ever done that before. Ken is the only person in the network marketing profession that has created two of the, probably about 24 total legacy companies that have been in business over 20 years, done billions in sales, and continue to thrive to this day. And when I heard that Ken had come out of retirement for this particular product, to bring this product to market, frankly, that was the only thing I needed to know. I wanted to be a part of Ken Brailsford's last company. Now, our products, because if you have corporate leadership, and this is really what the key is, everything emanates from the king. You can't have just great products, because there's lots of companies we've seen over the years that have had, in some cases, really good products. They're not around anymore. It takes much more than a product to create a long-term income opportunity. Zija International, we've been in business just over a decade now. Under Ken's supervision, we have taken our company from a small little company with one product in leased office space. Today, we have already exceeded all but, let's say, 1% of all the companies that have ever existed in network marketing. We've been in business over a decade. We've done over $1 billion in cumulative sales in that period of time. Today, we are a 100% vertically integrated company. We control and source all of our raw materials. We do the manufacturing, producing of our products in our own pharmaceutical quality grade facility, manufacturing facility. We have literally tens of thousands of square feet of manufacturing, distribution, warehousing, Class A office space. All of it is bought and paid for. We are a company today that our infrastructure could literally produce over $2 billion a year in sales, and we're just a small percentage of that. Because of who Ken is, he has been able to attract some of the finest minds from a corporate perspective in network marketing to help lead this company into the future. Our products, the second thing I looked at, I always focus on products in terms of, number one, be first to market, be category creator, be novel, be unique. Secondly, I look for products that were highly consumable, ideally products that you consume every day, products that were purchased on a monthly basis. This is what keeps that ongoing income flow, volume flow for an ongoing residual income. But the most important thing about the products that I looked at, they have to really work. If you're looking for true long-term residual income, the products have to make a meaningful impact in people's lives. They have to want to use these products every single day, and here's really the key point: to use the products as a consumer, independent of whether or not they're involved in the business. Because if you can find that, that's what will give you a true long-term residual income. Zija International has been the first to market in several product divisions we have today. We were first to bring to mainstream marketing the Moringa oleifera tree. Over 12, 13 years ago, we introduced our very first product, the Moringa oleifera drink, based on the Moringa oleifera tree. Fast forward 10 years, last year, 2018, that was the talk of the town. Everywhere you turn around, you were hearing Moringa oleifera, the superfood of 2018. In over a decade of bringing that to market, today there's a lot of companies out there that have some kind of Moringa oleifera in their products, and yet Zija International still owns 90% of the Moringa oleifera marketplace. We were first to market with clinical grade essential oils. Now, we're not the only people out there marketing essential oils, but we were the first people to bring that level of quality and purity to the marketplace and make it available to the average consumer. Today, we have the only completely natural sports nutrition line without artificial colorants, artificial sweeteners, pure products that are used for home use, personal care products. Everything that people are looking for today, every time you turn around, people are promoting their products as pure and green and natural and wholesome and what have you. Zija International has been first to market with all of those products. And once again, right now, we are first to market with the only mainstream company to produce a CBD oil transdermal application process. I got mine right here. Now, the buzz behind CBD oil is absolutely astounding. I believe it was Forbes magazine recently reported that the CBD oil marketplace in the United States is about a $500 million a year market. They're projecting that to grow to over $20 billion a year in just the next couple of years. That's astounding. And when you look at everything that's out there, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon to try and bring something to market. We've been working on this product for well over a year and a half. And again, we are the only mainstream company producing a transdermal delivery system. It is without question one of the hottest products that Zija International has, one of the hottest products that we've ever seen, and it's what's driving today's momentum. Now, what I want to do, because really, what you're hearing right now is the company story and the product story. What I want you to hear is the timing, but I want you to hear it from somebody who's a legend in the industry. It's kind of like, the Bill Gates of software, Kiyosaki of financial services. We have Reid Nelson. He's a triple diamond with the company. Reid, gives you a little heads up. I'm going to bring you over to this side here. Reid Nelson and his wife have, they are legends in the industry. Reid has, frankly, buries me in income. And not only that, but he's got tenure, experience, track record, and one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. Reid, good to see you, sir. Let me unmute you here. There you go. Good to have you with us, sir. How you doing?
Good, Fred. How are you?
Very good. I was concerned. I realized, I don't know, it was probably 8-10 months ago you joined me on one of these broadcasts. We had the same shirt on, and so I was about to call you to make sure we weren't twinsies again. But I was introducing you, Reid. You've done a lot of things that people only dream about accomplishing. Unlike so many of the self-professed MLM gurus out there, you're the guy that's really done the deal. You've had tremendous success. You've been with, I believe your last company, were there over 20 years, was it? Something like that?
25 years. Yep.
25 years. And so what I was hoping to do this evening, if you could maybe just, real briefly share with the folks a little bit about your background and your experience in the industry, but I'd love to hear from you what your perception, from your frame of reference, what's going to be happening with our company over the next, say, 3 to 5 years. But go ahead, Reid. You do the deal, dude.
Do the deal. Thank you, Fred. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, our background. Wow. We've been thinking about this because we got in our first MLM company the year we got married. We've been married 47 years. And so we've been working 47 years. Actually, last month was 47 years. And so it has been quite a ride. We've learned from certainly some of the very best, no question. Our first go around was an Amway distributor way back when, I think everybody's done that at least once. I'm not sure. Good company, great company, great example of what can be done in this industry. Certainly is that company, no question. Our sponsor there was a diamond. So we learned from a really, really, really know how to do things. It's really great. And we were there about 11 years and we just weren't making any money. So we decided to do something else. Now, so that what my dream, personally, not even online together, but mine was I wanted to be full-time in my own network marketing business. That's what my thought was. I saw how they were living. I saw that. I wanted that for myself and my family as well. And so, but that didn't happen then. And so we just decided to move on, And we did. We tried another company or two or three. We've been in 5 companies over the years. And the last one right before we got involved with Zija, we were with them for 25 years. And we we made a lot of money over there. There's no question about that. We helped a lot of people with their health and wellness, literally probably in the million category or more, and hundreds of thousands of distributors as well. And so we did really good. And I don't really have to talk about that very much. We made a lot of money, but more importantly, 150 of our distributors over there made over $1 million. 150 of them. So it can be done. It can be done, you know. And of course, without getting into all that, it all changed. And, you know, we went on a search for something else because I'm never going to be done. You know, I didn't see any place in the Bible where it said that I had to stop working. So anyway, it's one of those things where I'm going to work till I drop because I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And there's nowhere in the world where you can actually help people make a lot of money and have fun all at the same time than in network marketing. It's awesome.
I appreciate what you just said so much because, you know, I'm at that age where a lot of my friends are retiring. Actually, many of my friends are, you know, 5 to 10 years older than me, it seems, for whatever reason. I was always the kid, and they've been retired for 5 or 10 years. And to me, retirement seems like that's like the death warrant. You know,
oh, yeah. Oh, there's no question.
when you stop doing something, I guess you stop doing anything. You know, I've had friends, I'm sure you've done the same, had the same thing, and say, well, when are you going to be retiring? And from what?
Exactly.
I thought, isn't retiring what you do to get out of a job you've hated for 40 years?
Yeah, you know, we don't want to stop what we're doing because we enjoy it. You know, it's one of those things where it's the only profession in the world where you can work when you want, play when you want, do whatever you want. You totally control that once you get to a certain point. It's not easy. You got to work to get it. But when it's there, you know. And you want to take a week off, take a week off. I know that a couple times a year you go into hiding over in Hawaii somewhere. I mean, I don't know where. It's in Hawaii. It's a secret, right?
Undisclosed island location.
That's right. Undisclosed. I love that. And so, but, you know, now we fast forward. All that's history, and it's great. It's fun. We love the industry and all that stuff. But you know what? And I wrote this here on a Facebook post, I don't know, a few months ago. I said, in my wildest dreams, I never thought lightning would strike twice. And in my lifetime, because opportunities that are really, really, I mean, big, knock them out of the park opportunities are rare.
Yeah.
They really are. You know, network marketing companies come and go, and they say they're, oh, well, we're going to make all this money, we're going to be rich, and we know darn well that most of them never make it. You know, somebody might make a bit of money there before they go up bankrupt or whatever, but it's pretty rare, especially when, you know, 95% of all the companies out there are in the nutrition field. And so one of the things that's so exciting about Zija in the beginning, it still is Moringa.
Yeah.
There's nothing out there like this. Nothing even comes close, you know? And so we already have that, and it's awesome. But when they started talking about CBD, my antennas started wiggling really hard. And because you know what? In that other company, we had two things going for us. One was timing, and the other was pain relief. Okay? Now, we're not going to talk about relieving people's pain because we're not supposed to do that, and we're not going to make medical claims. But I'm telling you that as a reference point because it's like, oh my gosh. And nobody knew anything about those products. We had to educate people and all this stuff. You know, the awareness on CBD is off the charts.
Everybody knows about it. It blows me away. I never really knew anything about that. Well, I had a few friends that said that's why they were doing what they were doing was for, you know, medicinal use. I didn't buy their story. But it's amazing. Everywhere I turn around, people already know about CBD oils.
It's not hard to talk about. You simply ask, you know, what do you know about CBD oil? And you will immediately be in a conversation. Immediately. And, or, you know, have you ever used CBD oil? Bang, boom, bang. There's a conversation going right now. And of course, there's a lot of misunderstanding about CBD oil. You know, some people want to know if they can smoke it, you know. So whatever. It's not marijuana, right? We know that. And so, but there's some awareness at all levels, you know. And so we just have to open our mouth. We don't have to be a good salespeople. We don't even have to know what we're doing in reality. Just talk to people. And you know, somebody said to me the other day, Fred, that they didn't want to miss the momentum. I said, well, you haven't. It's not here yet. It has not happened yet. We are just planting those seeds and starting to go. That's not going to happen until our, you know, they look at us and say, well, you guys are going to ride that wave. Yes, indeed we are. However, the real momentum comes when there's 2 or 3 levels and layers of diamonds and double diamonds, triple diamonds, black diamonds, whatever. And then it starts to scream because people just really take off then. And we're not even close to that, you know. So I believe with all my heart that over the next, you know, 18 to 36 months. Who knows? It's never calculable to the, to that degree, but it's coming. And if you've ever thought about being at the right time with the right company, with the right product, all those things you're staring at, I mean, that's the $1 billion box.
Yeah.
And that opens the door to all the other products as well. And it just multiplies from there. And so, you know what? I've seen this play. I've been this play. I've done it. Yvonne and I were talking the other night. She says, "Oh my gosh, it's just crazy what my mind is doing right now. I can't even sleep at night." I tell people, sleep for customer. We don't need to sleep. We have work to do here. And what's our work? Ask that question. Have you ever tried CBD before? What do you know about it? Who cannot ask that question? Get over the nerves, because if this is something you've always wanted to build, you always had that dream of independence. I'm not talking about wealth. You don't need to be wealthy to be independent.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is you need is what it is, And so I just have to have a bigger need, I guess. And I'm big ones. I like that. But we want to make sure everybody is healthy and well. We have the nutritional products. We now have this product. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing what we can do with that. We're seeing things every single day. We're hearing amazing stories, anything from just incredible relief from really serious situations up to just a better night's sleep. Whatever it might be, that's important, And so, and we literally, I'm not going to say we have the only game in town, but we have the only game in town.
Yeah.
Because
we do.
Other companies out there that have some CBD, and some good ones, by the way. It's not bad, but with the transdermal patch, with the black pepper extract and the cat's claw and the white willow bark and the CoQ10 and all that stuff, it's amazing. That just adds so much power to the patch, so to speak, And we can coin that. That just fell out. I like that.
I'm going to quote you. Reid, I can tell that you are fired up. Anybody who questions that, I mean, they're living under a rock. We got about 2 minutes left. Okay. You have the notoriety for our guests this evening. The company has produced a 4-week contest for Zija distributors called Sprint to Summer. I believe there's about 400 teams that joined that contest. It's been going on for about 2.5 weeks. Reid is the one that is recognized as having the largest number of his team members. Not only is Reid and his team of 4, it ranked in the top 25 of the leaderboard. He's got more of his team members that have their own teams than any other distributor in the organization. He's the leader of the leaders. Our call, this broadcast this evening, Reid, is really for that person that's looking for a way to change their life and trying to make a decision as to, is this the vehicle that I'm looking for? Could you, in 2 minutes, maybe lay out a game plan on what somebody should do right now as they're listening to this broadcast to be part of that growth from where we are today to the next $1 billion a year company?
Absolutely. And one quick adjacent thought to all those teams. I can't take all the credit for that. Mac McDonald, Pat Terry have the great majority of that. They just happen to be on our team, which is great.
Hey, it's good to have great people as part of your organization because they make you look good, don't they? I know.
Heck yeah, I betcha. So, okay, what do you need to do to get started in this? If you're in the business already, wondering what you're doing, scratching your head, what do I got to do next? If you're brand new, going, whoa, what am I doing here? What's going on? You need to make an investment. There is no such thing as a free lunch, ever, okay? And so if you're going to be talking about these things, you better be having some, because people want to try them, people want to do this. And you get with your upline and you guys discuss how you're going to do that. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. I will tell you this. You need several boxes of these to get started, because you're just going to have them to show and tell. You're going to want to wear them. This is probably the least effective place in the world you can wear a patch. However, it's the best billboard area there is. It's very visible with short sleeve shirts, right? And people, what is that? So you get with your upline, make a game plan, have a daily method of operation. Make sure that how many people you're going to talk to every single day. What are you going to do with it? Buy some of these, get them on people, talk to people, and everybody's a little bit different. That's why I'm kind of being careful with that. Everybody's upline's a little bit different. And you do what you're going to do with your upline. Don't do something I'm telling you to do. Do what they do, because you want to be absolutely totally duplicatable. And so, but the bottom line is, run like the wind. I had a guy, one quick story here. I had a guy that many years ago had a chance to buy the very first, now this dates both of us, Datsun dealership on the west coast of the United States of America. First one, $25,000.
Oh.
And he said, nah, people will never buy Japanese cars. Oops.
Don't be that guy.
Do not be that guy. He said, well, I missed my opportunity. In everybody's lifetime, some opportunities come along. This is the best opportunity, the best timed, the best product I have ever witnessed. It's going to pale anything we've ever done before. So get with the people that brought you on this phone call and talk about it and get going, because we want to help you do it 100%.
Reid, it's always great to be with you, sir, to have you on this broadcast and just to be part of the circle that hangs out with you, buddy. I've always wanted to be one of the cool kids. Being with you, that makes me one of the cool kids. Do my best to Yvonne. Thanks so much, Reid.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, we'll let Reid go back to the other side. Folks, I don't really know if there's anything else that I can say. I'll just kind of add to something that Reid mentioned, that once in a lifetime opportunity. There's not thousands of them, but I think they may come around, once or twice or three times in a lifetime. You have to decide, were you just presented with one of those times? I will share this with you. 11 years ago, I was introduced to this company of Zija International. And it took me quite a while to, thinking about, did it meet the criteria I was looking for? Right corporate leadership, right kinds of products, timing. Well, the timing certainly wasn't the key. I had to then make a decision, was I ready to do this again? Because I understand what it takes to build a business like this. You do have to have focus. You do have to be committed to a daily method of operation. But in the back of my head, I kept hearing the same words over and over again from a very wise man. Everybody has to work hard. So as long as you're going to have to work hard anyway, why not do it for a little while and get it over and done with? That's what caused me to be able to leave truck driving and get involved in my first home-based business. 10 years later, I retired. When I looked at Zija, what I recognized is that with me or without me, there were going to be a lot of people who were going to make a fortune with this company over the following 10 years. I made a decision it was going to be with me, and I've made a fortune over the last 10 years. Today, we're presented with a very unique opportunity to have an incredibly well-established and developed company with impeccably successful track record of our corporate leadership, products that are second to absolutely nothing on the marketplace, and timing that is unbelievable. And I can tell you right now, just like a decade ago when I first was introduced to this company, with me or without me, people will be making fortunes and changing their life with this company over the next 3 to 5 years. And really the only decision you have to make, is it going to be with you or without you? So with that, I'm going to leave it to broadcast for tonight. Special shout out to Reid Nelson. It's always so good to have somebody with his experience as part of this broadcast. Look forward to seeing you folks next Saturday morning on New Distributor Training. We're going to have one of our up and rising stars, Emerald Distributor Candace Smiley, will be our trainer for Saturday morning New Distributor Training. With that, we're going to say goodnight. Have a great rest of your evening, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll be talking soon. Bye-bye.